Hello, good day from wherever you're watching us. You're welcome to our Wednesday Live. Yes, every Wednesday. So say hello, say hi. If you are here with us, let us know. Just say something. Let us know where you are streaming from. Say hello, say hi. So we will know you are here. So yes, we're all welcome. My name is Choma Odikolo and you're welcome to our Wednesday Live. We're usually here on Wednesdays, yes, where we talk about something that can help us to grow as parents, help us to renew our minds, to renew ourselves, to work on our journey, to transform ourselves positively, to be better versions of ourselves that God has created us to be. Yes, so today we'll be talking about 5 proven ways to keep our goals alive this year. Yes, 5 proven ways we can begin to implement that will help us to keep our goals alive this year. Yes, we've all set our goals at the beginning of the year. Some of us started setting from last year, yes. But how can we ensure we keep these goals alive? How can we ensure we don't get tired by the wayside? How can we ensure we don't get tired and stop? How can we ensure we don't stop working on our goals? So what are the 5 ways we can begin to implement that can help us as parents, as individuals, keep our goals alive as we walk through this year and not stopping halfway? Now, I'm going to leave us with this. Did you start the year with big goals? You're listening to me. Did you start this year with big goals? Did you start from last year creating your big goals only to start to feel your goals slipping away? Did you start with big goals? Probably at the first of January, most of us set New Year resolution. Yes, most of us set New Year resolution. Some of us set goals. So did you start with those big goals? Did you start with those big aspiration, New Year resolution? But along the way, the month is almost coming to an end. The month is almost coming to an end. But along the way, you find out that it's now slipping away. You find out that you're not motivated to carry on with that goal you set in the 1st of January. You find out that you're getting tired. You find out you're getting fatigued. You find out that you're not in tune. Your body language, your actions do not align with the goals you set for yourself in the 1st of January. Now, it's time to reignite your motivation. It's time for us to stand up and reignite that motivation, that drive in us, because we are not going to stop halfway. It's time for us to keep the fire burning, because we have to keep the fire burning to the end of the year and forever. So we have to keep that fire burning. It's time for us to reignite that motivation, that enthusiasm, the zeal we had when we set our goals in the first of January, in the first week of January. Now, why do our goals even fade away? Why do we get tired? Why do we get weary? Why do we just feel, oh my God, this goal thing to just stay one place, let me just stay on my... Why do we feel that way? Now, at the start of the year, most of us set exciting goals. We spend more time with, we set exciting goals like, okay, I want to spend more time with my children. I want to read my book. I want to read 1 book a month. I want to attend some courses. I want to develop myself. I want to improve on my communication. Most of us set a whole lot of goals. We set goals on finance, health, marriage, relationship. We set a whole lot of goals. But as weeks goes by, as the days goes by, life begins to happen. Fatigue begins to set into our system. Distractions begin to pile up. Most of us are now getting distracted. Most of us are now getting distracted. And when we get distracted, our motivation is now weakened. So the enthusiasm we had in the first week of January, most of us is now dwindling. Most of us is now dropping. Distraction is setting in. We are now getting weak. We don't feel motivated anymore to work on these goals, to continue with these goals. But I have good news for us. The good news is that you don't have to give up on your goals. I'm going to take that again. The good news I have for us, I have for you listening to me and for myself, we don't have to give up on our goals. We are not giving up. We are not giving up. We are not stopping halfway. We must finish what we start. Like a fire that needs fuel to keep burning, our goals need consistent action and the right mindset to stay alive. like a fire that needs fuel to continue burning. Our goal needs us to be consistent with our actions. You don't make the goal, you don't create the goal and dump it in the book. You don't write the goal and go and hide the book and say, okay, I've done my goal, that is all. No, our goals need consistent action to stay alive. Our goals need the right mindset. Are you working on your mind? Are you improving your mind on a daily basis? What are the things you allow into your mind? What are the things you listen to? Who are the people you listen to? Voices are vehicle. The people you listen to, the things you allow to go through your mind or to go in your mind has a way of impacting how you're going to continue in looking at your goal, in achieving this goal. So we must intentionally work on our mindsets. We must intentionally put consistent actions that we align with our goals. It is very important. So what are the 5 ways we can begin to use to fuel these our goals all through the year long? Number 1, revisit your why. So what is your why? Make it bigger than the obstacles. Why did you set your goals? Why did you set your health goals? Why did you set your goals on your career? Why did you set that goals on your finance? Maybe you want to lose weight. Why did you set the goals of losing weight? You want to make more money. Why did you set that goal? You want to do your master's or you want to further your studies. Why did you set that goal? You want to be a better parent. You want to communicate and listen to your children better. Why did you set that goal? You have to first of all revisit your why, because when you revisit your why, you can now make your why bigger than the obstacles. When you know your why, you just somehow make your why bigger than the obstacle. Your why is the deep-rooted reason behind your goal. The deep-rooted reason behind your goal. Inside of you, in your heart, you know the reason why you set that goal. No one else is going to tell you this is the reason. Inside of us, we all know the reason why we set that goal, and that is our why. When we have a strong why, why we set our goal, it keeps us anchored even when we feel like giving up. When our why of setting our goals is strong enough, it keeps us anchored on that goal. It keeps us focused on that goal. It keeps us fixed on that goal, even when we feel like giving up. So we must remember our why for setting our goals. What is your why? Why? Hello, sir. I can see you. Thank you, sir, for joining us. Thank you, sir. Why did you set that goal? What is your why? When you know your why, begin to make your why bigger than the obstacle. Make your why bigger than any obstacle that comes your way. For example, as a parent, maybe a mom or a dad, you started the year with a very high hope. Maybe you said, okay, this year I'm going to be having devotional with my children. I want to improve the spirituality of my children. That is an example. You started with so much high hope. 1st of January, you did it. 2nd, 3rd, the first week of January, you had all your devotionals as you wrote in your goals with your goal with your children. 2nd week, 3rd week, and the 4th week, you begin to find out that you are now dwindling. You find out that you're now becoming overwhelmed. You find out that you're no more keeping up. So many things are now crumbling for your attention. House chores is there. Your kids are there. There are so many activities piled up for you to do. You're almost quitting. You're almost telling yourself, oh my God, I don't think I can continue with this devotional every day. There are so many things for me to do. Oh, I have to take care of this. I have to take care of this. But when you remember your why of setting that goal, your why could be you want the spirituality of your children to improve. You want your children to have a personal relationship with God. You remember why. You begin to ensure that that's why is greater than the obstacle of tiredness, the obstacle of feeling weak. Another example, if you have a goal that you want to be reading 1 page of a book every day, and okay, you did it the 1st week of January, 2nd week, 3rd week, and towards the end of January, you're not getting weak. Activities are now coming through. You're not getting distracted with so many things. When you remember your why. When you feel weak, when you feel overwhelmed, when you're tired of reading your book, remember your why. Your why could be you want to develop yourself. You want to be a better person, a better individual. You're a better parent. Remember your why. Ensure that this why overtake is greater than any obstacle that comes your way. When you realize it, it will help you to continue to push on. It will help you to continue to carry on. So what are the practical steps we can do that can help us to always remember our why and stay true? Write down why your goal matters. So you've set goals for your health. Why does it matter to you? You've set goals on your parenting to be a better parent. Why does it matter to you? You've set goals to read your books, to do courses, to further your studies, to do something that will help you to be a better person, or to have a business, to set up a business, to look for a job. Why does it matter to you? What is your why? Then ask yourself, if you quit, what will you lose? If you quit, if you just stop pursuing this goal, what are you going to lose? What is going to be the negative consequence? Then when you remember your why. You create a visual reminder. You create a reminder of that your goal. You can have a vision board that reminds you of your goal. You can have a photo that reminds you of your goal. You can have a sticky note. You can stick it on your fridge. You can stick it in your bedroom. You can stick it where you can see it every day, that reminds you of your goal. That is one way we can stay true. Now we must remember, even the Bible says, commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plan. So we need to commit to God. We need to even tell Him our why. We need to let God know our why. So what is that one goal you've set this year? Why is that goal important to you? Why is that goal you've set for yourself important to you? If you know the why, any obstacle that comes your way, you'll be able to deal with that obstacle, because your why is greater than any obstacle. Then the second way we can stay true with our goals this year is to break down small steps, create big change. We should break down our goals into small steps. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't feel like, okay, I have to do everything now, I have to do everything today. No, break down our goals into small steps. Now, for example, some of us overwhelm ourselves. Maybe you've not read a book for the past 1 year or 2 years, and your goal is that, okay, I'm going to be reading one book per month. Don't overwhelm yourself and say, okay, I want to finish one book in 2 hours, or I want to finish one book in 3 hours. You might just overwhelm yourself because it's a habit you're trying to build. It's something you're just trying to pick up as a habit. So you can break it down and say, okay, every day I'm going to read 1 page. Every week, I'm going to ensure I read this number of pages. When you break it down, you don't feel overwhelmed. It will help you to be making little steps to achieve your goal. For example, if as a parent, or you want to improve on your communication, you want to be a better parent, you don't say, okay, today I'm going to work on my communication. Everything about communication, I'm going to handle it. Everything about communication, I'm going to start to do it today. No, you can break it down by making little efforts. You can say, okay, today, if I want to improve on my communication, I'm going to listen better. I'll try to listen to my children better. Maybe I'm going to give them 5 minutes of my time, or 15 minutes. I'm going to listen to them. When you do it over time, it becomes a habit. The little steps sum up to the big goal. So we should not overwhelm ourselves. Break down that goal into small, manageable steps. The practical ways we can do this is to, instead of saying, okay, I want to achieve everything now, you can break down your goal and say, okay, today I'm going to achieve this, I'm going to achieve this and this. Tomorrow I'm going to carry on with this. So we must learn to break down our goals. For example, you want to spend time with your children. You want to improve spending time with your children. Instead of saying, okay, today I'm going to spend 5 hours with my children, you might feel overwhelmed. You can start by saying, okay, today I'm going to spend 10 minutes undivided time with my children. Today I'm going to spend 5 minutes undivided time with my children. When you start to do it consistently, you find out that you're actually building that goal. You're actually getting to your goal, because you've broken it down into little steps. Another practical way we can stay true our goal through the year is to track our progress. Track our progress and celebrate our wins. Even if our wins are small, even if you feel, okay, I did not achieve so much, just celebrate. We must learn to celebrate our small wins. We must track our progress, because tracking our progress keeps us motivated. It keeps us to be high, because it's reminding us how far we have come. When you track your progress, it reminds you how far you've come. How can you track your progress? One of the ways we can track our progress is by journaling your thoughts, recording your thoughts, tracking what you've done for yourself. When you track it, and when you go back, you're motivated. You're like, okay, this is what I've achieved so far. Okay, I'm going to carry on, because you have a record. You're able to track it. So we should learn to journal our thoughts. We should learn to record our progress. Don't just make progress and just leave it in your head and say, okay, the progress, I've kept it in my head. No, we must learn to journal our thoughts. Even if you say, okay, as a parent, let me say, for example, you said, okay, you want to improve, you want to stop shouting at your children, or you want to stop yelling at your children. One of the ways you can do it is to get a journal and say, okay, I'm going to track how I communicate with my children today or daily, how I communicate with my colleagues, how I communicate with everyone around me. When you track your progress, even if you sometimes you fault, even if sometimes you don't achieve, maybe you yell or you shout at your children, but you're able to track and say, okay, out of 5 days or out of 7 days in a week, I was calm for 2 days this week. Okay, you celebrate it, you move over. The next week, probably you're calm for 3 days and you faulted for the other days. You move over. But when you are able to, when you track it, you'll be able to celebrate it. Even if it's baby steps, even if you've not achieved the goal, even if you've not reached the goal, you've not reached 100%. But because you're making little efforts, learn to celebrate that win. Bring out your tracker, bring out your journal, celebrate your win. How can we do this? You can use a habit tracker. You can get a calendar that can help you to track what you've done. You can get a journal, you can get a notebook, you can get anything. Just ensure you use something that can help you to track. Track your progress. Journal weekly. Journal, ask yourself questions like, okay, what went well this week? What did I do? How can I be better? How can I improve? When you track all these things, you can now see that, okay, I'm not there yet, but I am not where I used to be. It will help us to celebrate our small wins. So we must learn to celebrate our small wins. Don't always be critical about yourself. Extend some grace to yourself. Extend some compassion and some kindness to yourself as a parent. Even when you're weary, even when you feel, oh, I'm not achieving this goal, but just extend some grace to yourself and begin to look at those small things that you're neglecting, those your small wins you're neglecting, and begin to celebrate those small wins. Then the fourth way we can stay true our goals is to get accountability. We must find someone who will keep us going. We must find someone that will keep us going. An accountability system, an accountability group, an accountability partner, a friend, a community, family members, growth-minded people that are intentional about their growth, that can keep us committed. We don't do life alone, as it is said. We do life in communities. You don't do life alone. You need a community that shares the same value with you, a community that are intentional about their growth, that can hold your hands even when you fall, even when you feel it. They'll hold your hands and remind you can achieve it. So you must get an accountability partner. Your accountability partner can be your husband. Your accountability partner can be your wife. Your accountability partner can be a group, maybe a group that that shares the same value with you, that want to walk you through that area of your goal you're walking through. For example, as a family, maybe as a husband and a wife, maybe you have this goal of wanting to pray together with the kids. Your accountability partner can be your husband. Your husband can hold you accountable, can remind you that, okay, we need to do this every night. Your accountability partner can also be your wife. Your wife can remind you, okay, we need to pray every night, we need to do this, we need to study, we need to attend our courses, we need to read our books, we need to work on ourselves, we need to work on our communication. Your accountability partner can be someone that shares the same value. But the thing is that have someone that can hold your hands, someone that can help you even when you feel exhausted, someone that can help you get up, that can lift you up when you feel tired, when you feel weary, when you feel like, oh, I'm not doing this anymore. Someone that can hold your hands and remind you. And they are all over. They are mentors, they are coaches, they are people that God has sent our way to help us. You just need to look and see that person that aligns, that person that speaks to you, and find yourself in that system so that person can hold you accountable. Even in our churches, there are so many places we can get accountability partners that can hold our hands, that can help us while we are walking through our journey of this year, that can hold our hands so that when we fall on our goal, they'll be there to always remind us. Remember, we don't do life alone. We do life in communities. You don't do life alone. We need people. So we do life in community. So get an accountability partner, get an accountability system, someone that will remind you of your goal, someone that will help you to push through, to carry on all through this year. Someone that will help you when you feel down, when you feel weary. The person will be there to pump you up, to remind you of all you can do. Then the fifth way we can stay true our goals this year is to rely on God. Yes, obviously, after we must have done the work, after we must have done everything we are expected to do, after we must have written our goals, gotten an accountability partner, staying true, we must learn to rely on God. We must turn to God in prayers, in faith, that can, even when we feel stuck, when we feel tired, as I said, God is limitless. God does not have limits. We have limits to our strength, but God does not have limits to his strength. So we must learn to turn to God. When we feel weak, when we feel tired, when we feel, oh my God, I cannot read one page of book again, I'm overwhelmed, I'm distracted, I'm a parent, I have a lot of things to do, we must learn to speak to God, because do you know God is also our parenting partner? He's our partner in life. So we must learn to speak to God. He is our God, so we must learn to speak to him. So one of the practical ways we can do this is to pray daily over your goals, the goals you've set for yourself. Remember to pray daily over your goals. Surrender your frustrations and your fears to God instead of quitting. Instead of stopping, instead of giving up, surrender your frustrations to God, because obviously we're not alone. We should not do life alone. We have God here with us, so we should carry God along and not just keep God on one side and do life alone. And we must replace self-doubt with faith-filled affirmation. We must always remind ourselves that God is on this journey with us. God is here to equip us. We can do it. We are going to push through to our goal, even if challenges come, even if limitations, setback come and face us and just stand in front of us. We are going to push through, and we must get to the very end. So I invite us, let us invite God into our goal. Invite God into your goal. Now, what would your life be like? What would your life be like this year if you realize that, okay, I stayed true, I did not give up? Can you imagine? Can you envisage? Can you just think of it? What would my life be like if I stay true all the goals I've set for myself? I can imagine. What would our life be like if we stay true? We can actually stay true because we have everything it takes to stay true, to stay committed to our goal this year. So I invite us, I encourage us to stay true. I encourage us, even when you feel weary, you get up, you dust yourself, and you continue your journey. Now, in conclusion, what is that one step you're going to commit to doing now? From all we've discussed, what is that one step you're going to commit to doing that can help you to stay true to your goals? Drop it in the comment section. Even if you're catching a replay, drop it in the comment section. Let us know what is that one thing you are going to be doing differently. It is very important for us to know that we have the power to stay true to our goals. We have everything it takes to stay true to our goals. So let us not limit ourselves by the things we say to ourselves. We can and we will do it. We are going to stay true to our goals. No giving up, no looking back. We must finish what we have started. So thank you very much for listening to me today. I believe you got value for your time. Please remember to share this video. Share with your friends, share with your family members, someone you think that is going to benefit from listening, from hearing this. Share this video, and please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Renewed Parent Academy. And also you can purchase a copy of my book, Becoming a Renewed Parent. It's on Amazon. I also dropped the link in the comment section for us to purchase. You can get it and begin to work on your journey. Begin to start on your journey of growth, your journey of renewal, your journey of transformation, so we can be the better versions of ourselves. You remember, if we must achieve our goal, if we must stay true to our goals to the end of this year and forever, we must consistently, consciously work on improving ourselves. We must consistently and consciously work on growing ourselves, growing our thoughts, growing our minds, growing everything and every area of our life. So it is very important for us to take our growth, our personal development, our transformation this year into better versions that God has created us to be. So thank you very much for listening to me. Please, if you've got questions, please drop it in the comment section. If you've got suggestion, reflection, anything, just drop it in the comment section. Thank you very much. Until I come your way next week Wednesday, remember, keep it the dates with us every Wednesday live. We are here every Wednesday 8:30 p.m. we are here. Keep it the dates with us till I come your way next Wednesday. Do have a good day and have a good time. Thank you and bye.